Hello, everyone, and welcome to one more interesting session of my series of alumni discussion session. It's a very important series which aspire the young chartered accountants who are in their journey or they are near the finalization of their journey that they can get maximum benefit from the experience of the learned professionals. Like with us, we have Usama Ayaz Khan, one of our brightest alumni and one of those students, and now I would say one of those friends with whom you would feel proud to give them training, and you feel proud that okay, you have such students and you have such professionals in your alumni who have created such a good impact on the entire journey and who are playing a very good role in the market, maybe in the big four or in the corporate. Everywhere they are playing an essential role. Osama has always been on to mentoring, like whenever we have been on the meet and greet sessions in Saudi or when in Pakistan also. So he always guides the students also, and he loved this thing that like he want to spread this his learning to other people. And he always say that, sir, whatever difficulties I face due to lack of understanding, I always want that other students don't go through those things. So this session will be a very interesting one. We are keeping it in English language because some students in this Zoom session said that, sir, we only understand English because, as you know, that Mirchawala has been serving in more than 60 countries. Obviously, some of our discussion will be Pakistan centric because Osama's entire experience of the beginning journey was from Pakistan, but obviously he has an experience of the GCC region also. So some good experience advices, and those will be really helpful for you guys to understand that how you have to go through your journey. If you have any query, those who are attending this session on Zoom, they can ask those queries on the Zoom chat. And those who are watching this session on Facebook Live, they can write it on the comment box. So we'll be looking at your queries. We will try to answer most of them, but obviously not all of them because it's a limited time session. But obviously after the session, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number. My numbers are public. Obviously, Usama's number, I cannot make it public. Otherwise, he will be whole day replying to the student responses. But obviously, if there will be important query, I will connect you with him. So first of all, Usama, I would like to thank you for taking out time. And for us, Sunday is an off day, but obviously for you, Sunday is not
Yeah.
off. You are in Saudi market, and the Sunday is a working day. And Usama and I were trying to coordinate the time for this session for, like, I would say 6 months, and always something happens. And this time also, last week, Saturday, we decided that, okay, we need to have a session. Then my assistant sent me all things on Tuesday, and on Thursday, I said that it will be missed again. Just announce it. We have to get it done. So that when I listened to the entire summer journey, I myself started to feel motivated. It's such an inspiring story that how you have to continue your practical exposure along with your education. And you have to keep yourself motivated. The only thing is that throughout your journey, you have to always understand that you are learning. It's just part of the process. Anything good happens or anything bad happens, that's just part of the journey. And I always say that if we look forward, we cannot connect the dots. If we look backwards, just look 10 years back, it will feel that everything was meant to happen. And that was very important to where we stand today. So Osama is currently serving in Deloitte as zakat expert. His experience, if we go behind, he was in Pakistan in Big Four firm. Then before that, he was in agro fertilizer. He's one of those people who started their practical experience along with his studies, not because of any financial difficulty, just because he wanted to get that experience at the young phase. Like once he was done with the foundation, he went for the job thing. He did some time in the firm, then he continued his job in the corporate. And then at a good level, I remember he was my student in advanced taxation at that time. He was doing a good job in agro fertilizer. He left that job and he went to Big Four firm, compromised a big chunk of his salary just because he had a very clear vision that no, now I want to go for firm and then I will go abroad. I will go for overseas. So his journey very much inspiring. So now, if I'll keep on saying, Usama won't get a chance to say. So Usama, the first question that how your journey has been, what is your experience being an ACCA member, and do you think that those who are doing ACCA currently, are they in the right qualification? Like, are they doing the right thing? Let's start from this question first.
Thank you, sir. First of all, for giving me this wonderful opportunity with the great audience. Regarding your question, ACCA, like ACCA, everyone knows like it's a globally recognized qualification. Like it's like students are in more than 160 countries plus. So of course, like every country recognizes ACCA, and plus I'm ACCA qualified. You are ACCA qualified, so like you are mashallah well known in market, and I'm mashallah working in Deloitte as a assistant manager tax and zakat. So moving to your question, if anyone is ACCA with the right background and with the right experience with the big four firms like EY, KPMG, Deloitte, and with MNCs, definitely there will be a benefit in long term.
Yeah, I will completely agree. And Usama, I always say that those with the right experience set will always succeed in the market. And as I looked at your journey, you didn't wasted your time on doing the exams first. You did your exams, and along with that, you continued your job. Maybe you completed your qualification not in 3 years, you gave 1 or 2 years extra. But
Yeah.
looking at your journey, I literally feel that if someone has a good experience, has a good background, that's really important in his job career. So, what your advice will be to the students who are currently studying the ACCA qualification, that whether they should start their job on the earlier phase or they should first wait and complete the qualification? What would be your advice on it?
So, sir, basically, what I experience in market, like there are two types of students. Ones they are just trying to get the good marks in ACCA, like distinction. They are trying to complete ACCA as soon as possible in the young age. Like their goal is to qualify ACCA at the age of 18, at the age of 19. So I don't recommend to them to continue their job because their agenda, their goal is different. Like they want to be a like distinctions in ACCA. If someone have a career oriented goal, like if they qualified BCom, bachelor's or master's, then they are continuing, they want to pursue ACCA. So I would recommend to don't wait to start the job after the completion of ACCA. Just do it now if you can manage, because ACCA in Pakistan have a competition with IBA, LUMS, Pakistan ICAP, and plus ICAW. So if you know, like ICAW and ICAP, they have the mandatory training period for 3.5 years. So most of them are working in Big Four. So if someone is doing ACCA and he don't want to or she don't want to pursue practical experience, then they will going to face challenge because uh, in Pakistan, there are three big four firms only, like because Deloitte is left, so we have three only. So, and they have a limited slots like 10 or 5 or maybe 15 for the ACC and mostly is for the ICAPs. So see, like you are, your competition is not with ACC only, your competition with the ICAP, ICMA and different degrees as well. So the other thing is I always recommend to connect with pupils who have a passion about the job, who have passionate about their careers. Don't waste your time. Like if you see someone like who's experienced, like in your um, tuition center, or in your office, or in your family, connect with him. Like at least spend some time with him or her, like how to understand like how they are doing their jobs. Because at my time, like when I started my job, there is no one to guide me, like in my family, because there's no one in my family will have a background of CA, AC, or even accounting. So I was facing this difficulty. Then I joined Mirchawala and I saw many pupils who are pursuing their careers with the qualifications, and they are, mashallah, some are head of departments. They are doing ACCA just to be like on the next level. Like because in market there is a trend like if you want to be a head of a department or something, you need to be have some qualification like CIE, ACCA, or ICAW. So then I realized I need to continue my journey with some professional firm, because at the time of Angro, I saw like many pupils, like they are managers and above. They are qualified ICAP members, ACCA members, and have a relevant experience from the Big Four. And without it, you cannot grow in MNCs and firms, like if you don't have any certifications.
So, I would completely agree. Two things which Usama has emphasized a lot. Number one, if you are not that pro academic guy that okay, I just want great marks, because there are some people who just want a good percentage or just want to complete the qualification as soon as possible or want to be a distinction holder. That's only 5% of the strengths. Rest 95%, if you can start your job with your studies. That's really important because by the time you complete your qualification, you already have some period of experience in your bucket. Like when you go to the job market, obviously you completed your ACCA qualification, so now you are a finished product. Now you're actually starting your journey. But if you have 2 years of experience in background already, so you will already be a more attractive resource for the employers rather than
Exactly.
from someone who is completely zero. And Usama rightly said that when you're competing with ICAP chartered accountants, or if you're in India, you are competing with ICAI chartered accountants, or you are competing with ICAW chartered accountants who have to complete 3.5 year experience mandatory. So they automatically become top picks for the employers. So yes, doing job is really important. And second, very important thing which Osama emphasized, counseling, guidance, mentoring. Select your mentors. Don't feel shy in taking advice, but please take advice from the right people, because the one who is giving advice, it's free for him, but one who is taking it, it's not free for him, because when you are applying that advice on your life, it will cost you. Okay, like for example, I say, oh, you have a head pain, take this medicine or a pill. So giving advice is free, but if you eat that pill, it's not free for you. Maybe it will lead to some side effects. So always take advice from well aware people, select mentors in your life. Like I would say that if you would be living in West, like in UK or in Europe, counseling is so important that people take counseling before marriage also, before having a child also, before starting any qualification also. And they pay for that counseling and they go for the competent counselors. But when we talk about this Asian side, we don't pay for counseling. We consider it as a wastage of money. And that's the worst thing which can happen to you. And I always say that it's just like an unmarried guy taking an advice from another unmarried guy, that how the married life will be. Like two unmarried people sitting together and talking that, okay, this is how I will deal with my wife. And you know that we handle wife this. So you both are unmarried. You don't have any knowledge. Why are you advising each other? So it's just like two students talking that, okay, I'll do this, I'll do this. So please select right mentors. That's really important. One
True.
important thing, Osama, since you had a great experience in Pakistan, like when I look at your profile, you worked in Agro Fertilizer, you worked in Lucky Group, you worked in EY, then you moved towards Saudi, you moved to Deloitte. So, what was the primary reason? What was the primary driver that you decided that no, I have to move to abroad?
So basically, like when I qualified my ACCA, I was in Lucky Nates, and at that time, like I just uploaded my profile status up like I am qualified ACCA. Then I start getting offer from some multinational companies in Pakistan and even from the Big Four as a some from the unit head and as a manager. But what I have seen in market, like Pakistan market is now very saturated. Like the MNCs and the giants are they are leaving the Pakistan, and the inflations in Pakistan plus the taxes. Like if you are earning 10 lakhs, like you are giving 2 to 3 lakhs to the government, which is like a huge chunk. And the other thing is like if someone is moving to abroad, like not Middle East, like Europe, US, वगैरह, they have the bigger market, bigger giants companies. You will learn a lot more there. Like they have the cases and they have the departments. So there's always a learning in Middle East and as well other countries.
So I will completely agree that yes, in Pakistan the direct taxes are very much, and recently also when I moved to UAE, I always feel that GCC region is very good in perspective of direct taxes. You get the complete amount, and that's the real motivation. And it's completely legal. Like you have no I would say a fear in heart that okay, there is some underpayment or something. You are just getting the complete amount, and it's the whole amount. And this is the major reason that the Europeans and that Western side always prefer this Middle East region. That okay, there is no direct tax on it. One important thing, if I look at the Osama journey, and this is very important, that your vision should be very much clear. You should be very much motivated that what exactly you want to do. Like, for example, if a student is starting job at foundation level, that clearly indicates that, okay, he's very much into accounting, that he's very much into the finance field, and he really wants to pursue that. Whenever I go to that orientation class of ACC, I always say this, that a very good example that there were three, I would say, laborers or three low level workers. and they were doing that construction work. They were breaking the iron rods. So we went to one of them, 6 in the morning. We asked that, okay, what are you doing? So he said that, can't you see I'm doing this construction work? It's 6 in the morning. What question are you asking? I'm just breaking these iron rods. Okay. So his vision was to just break it. Another person, we asked that, okay, what you are doing? So he said that, okay, I'm constructing that building. Can't you see? All three are breaking that iron rod. Same word. Number one, I'm breaking this rod. Can't you see? Number two, I'm constructing that building. Number third, I'm constructing the first cancer hospital of Pakistan. That is what I am doing. All three are breaking the rod. But that third one has a very different vision. He is not the financer. He is not the contractor. But he has a complete vision that, okay, what impact I am creating on the society, what I am doing, he can see that. So similarly, when you come to the class at 8 in the morning, when you go into the office at 8 in the morning, it's not just the job you are doing. It's not just the training which you are doing. It's the bigger vision. You should be like, okay, I'm in a process of becoming an audit partner. I'm in a process of becoming a CFO. So that motivation is the very important thing. And now here, Osama, I will ask you that obviously it's a long journey. You started when you were in foundation, you were doing a job. So many people ask this, that sir, when we are in doing this foundation level, we don't get good jobs. We don't get appointed in Big Four. I will agree that obviously you must not have got the Big Four firm in the silver plate. You must have also started from small entities, small jobs, small tasks. How you kept yourself motivated? There were failures. I know that there were failures in the professional level when you were studying. So what was the key driver which kept you motivated, considering there was no one from the accountancy background in your family? So how you kept yourself motivated, and what are the key things which you will recommend to the students also?
Sir, if you remember, like I failed P6, P7 multiple times, like not two, three times, like it's multiple times. Like you were saying, like Osama is paying fees just to us to just be here in Mirchawala. So basically, like I normally I say to people, like you need to be a passionate about something, and you need to see what is your passion. Once you choose your passion and try to be make this your profession, just like you. I remember, sir, always you were working in ICI, I think, and then you completely shifted to the teaching because you are passionate about the teaching in Marshall and you are successful. So I always recommend, like for me, like I love external audit, but unfortunately, I did not get the chance to work in external audit for the long time. Then I have opportunity. Then it's not a showstopper. Then I got the opportunity in Deloitte Tax. Then I continued in the taxation. Like I have now more than 7 year experience. So there is nothing a showstopper. Like if you are not getting the opportunity, try something else.
So I will completely agree that. And here one thing which I will highlight from Usama's career. See, Usama is an ACCA member. He studied UK tax in ACCA. He went for Pakistan tax in Pakistan, and in Saudi he is doing practice of Saudi tax. So it is not like sticking yourself that no, I'm made for external audit only. I'm made for internal audit only. Be open. There are a lot of careers nowadays, and even I would say that most of the individuals in the developed countries don't like external audit because that's regulated.
Exactly.
They want to be free in their life. Like go for advisory, go for internal audit, go for taxation. So here, Osama, I would like to ask you one thing, that how you decided that, okay, you didn't study any Pakistan tax in ACCA. You were a guy of UK taxation. You studied TX, ATX, both were of UK tax. Then you went for Pakistan tax. Then in Saudi, you went for zakat. That is something that we haven't studied in the entire journey. That Saudi ZK regulation. Recently, I was going through and I felt that, oh, it's a completely different area. So, how you went for that journey? It was something by choice, or it was about the opportunities you got and you just decided to grab them as you got them?
So, sir, sometimes you don't choose profession choose you. So it's happened with me. So regarding your question, like I studied ACCA, UK tax. Okay. So see, like in our ACCA exams, we have the basis to deal with scenarios. Okay, not the practical scenario, but we have the knowledge, right, relevant, um, you can say law and references. So similarly, like when you studied something, UK tax or accounting, when you go in the practical environment, you have the idea, like you already studied it, but now you need to apply it practically. So if you go into the external audit firms or some MNCs or companies, you will start from the scratch, and then you will start connecting like, oh, I read this in my P7 audit. I read this in SBR. So that's the thing. The ACCA and the professional qualifications helps you in your professional journey. So definitely, like I never studied Pakistan tax, and I excelled in the Pakistan tax and similarly in Saudi tax. So everything is connected. Like the principles and laws everywhere is same. Maybe there is something change, but the idea behind the everything is same almost.
I will completely agree that obviously, and the good thing in ACCA is that you study UK tax, and the UK tax is the most detailed one. You cannot get uh, heavier taxation as compared to UK, where you pay a lot of your income, like you pay your income tax can go up to 45%. You pay NICs. Even if you die, you pay 40% inheritance tax. So if you study UK tax, you can deal with anything. Now, some are coming to a lot of queries which students have asked. So one very important thing which students have asked that, sir, if we are doing ACCA, if we are part qualified, can we directly go to Saudi region? Can we directly go to UAE region, or we should have some experience in our home country? So, what is your take on it? And then, obviously, I will also give some advice on it. But first, I want to listen from you.
Okay, so first I will start from Pakistan. See, like if anyone want to be a part of Big Four firm in Pakistan, they have some kind of planning. Like if you are ACC qualified and you qualified with the highest marks, then you can apply on the Big Four firm. This is the first requirement from their HR. If anyone, if it's part qualified, so this is not, you cannot apply because the HR will reject your CV. So my suggestion is like if you don't have this opportunity, at least you can apply in any firms. Like in Pakistan, there are many firms: GT, Grant Thornton, BDO, RSM, and Grow. You can apply, which are I can say like top 10. So first question is this, okay? And the second thing, if you're not getting opportunity in a solid firm, there are many companies, banks which have ACCA training program for 3 years, and it will lead to your a good career program. Like you will be once you qualified ACCA, you will be a manager, senior manager. Then let's go on, okay? Uh, and then the other thing is to coming to the UE market or Middle East market, you always need experience, like at least 3 to 4 5 experience with the external audit firm. Because in Middle East, if you want to apply in EY or Deloitte or KPMG, they prefer to have experience from Pakistan, from external audit firm like KPMG, Deloitte at least.
I will
So without
completely
any experience from Pakistan in Big Four, you cannot apply here. This is the showstopper here.
I will completely agree, Usama, here. And I would say that, see, when you're coming to this region, it's not just Pakistan or Karachi market you are competing. If you are in Riyadh, globally people want to come there. You are competing with Indians, you are competing with Nepalis, you are competing with Bangladeshis, you are competing with Pakistanis. This is just a South Asian side you are competing. At the same time, people are coming from UK. People are coming from that other region also, who are very good in soft skills also. So it's very important that if you plan to go for this GCC region or even in Western side, you need to have experience in Big Four firm or at least in Big Ten firms. If you're going in MNCs, it should be a good MNC. Because see, if you come to Dubai again, you say that, okay, in Pakistan, I used to work in, for example, XYZ company. Maybe that company was a big company in Pakistan, but in Dubai, it is not known. No one knows that company. So obviously, that experience will not be valuable. But when you work in Big Four, so EY is not Big Four of Pakistan only, it's a Big Four worldwide. If you work in GT, it's not Big Ten in Pakistan only, it's Big Ten worldwide. So try to go for Big Ten firms if you get an opportunity. So that is yes, very much important. One important thing, Osama, which I always feel, and I would uh, pro- ask your opinion on that also. See, what I feel is that when we look at South Asians like Pakistanis, Indians, we guys are very hardworking. And we guys are very technically strong. Pakistani, Indian, Bangladesh, Nepal. We are good in technical knowledge and hardworking people because we are known for that. But we lose in soft skills. Like you just stand with a person from a Europe. You compare your dressing with his dressing. You compare his communication with your communication. You compare his soft skills with your soft skills. I I feel this in Dubai market that okay, we lack in that thing. Maybe they are not technically strong in that, but they are very much into soft skills. And I personally feel that your technical knowledge is second. First is your soft skill. You come inside the interview room, the employer takes a decision that whether he want to hire you or not. You will not even get a chance to demonstrate your technical skills. So, what is your opinion on it? Like, how much you feel that soft skills are important, and what you think that students should be doing to develop them?
So, sir, coming to your point, like if you remember, like I never applied for a job in Pakistan and even in Saudi. So, like I made a very good pupils, like good friends, good teachers who always refer to me to the organization because they know Osama have technical skills. He knows how to communicate and he knows how to well dress. So if you know someone guys like who are hardworking and have all the skills, so you can refer to someone. Okay. So this is how market works. So HR don't prefer to have 1,000 or 2,000 CVs from different people. They prefer to have someone knows this guy is eligible for this position and we need these qualifications and his personality. So this need to keep in mind. So in Pakistan, you can maybe continue with the hard working, but if you want to grow outside Middle East or Europe, the main thing is soft skills. Especially when you're coming to the external audit or advisory firms like Big Fours, you need a communication skill because you're not doing only the audit or advisory. You need to bring the clients. So you need to build your own portfolio, you need own communities. So if you don't have any communication skills, good personality, you cannot bring the client because you need to go and sell yourself. Like this is Usman Ayaz Khan and I'm selling this product on behalf of this organization. So you need to sell your skills and your expertise. So
And
what I feel in Pakistan, mostly people lack this because they don't have a networking. Now, Alhamdulillah, like Mirchawala is providing these sessions, and they have sessions in Pakistan. They are going everywhere in the other countries to connecting the pupils and the professionals. So at my time, there's nothing. So I was struggling with the right track. Should I go to external audit? I go to internal audit. Should I go to the banks? And like this. That's why I have too much, you can say like too much organizations in my start.
so I will completely agree, Sama, that you emphasized on the soft skill thing. And along with that, you refer to the importance of networking. That's really important. That, but like a very old statement that your network is your net worth. People recommend you, and the reference which you get, the referrals which you get, that okay, people say that okay, I know Sama, he's a great guy, he's technically strong. That obviously adds a lot of value to your profile. And it's not like someone is hiring you on some reference. No, everyone like to have a reference. Like if I just give you an example, you want to hire a driver at your home. So you won't go into the market and hire random people. You will always try that, okay, your one guy say, okay, I know this person, he's from my village, and you go for that guy. Same happens in the corporate also. Someone say, okay, I know this person, he was in my previous organization. I know this person, he was in my class, or I know this person, I met him there. That networking is really important. So having network in person and online, like LinkedIn, a social platform where you interact with the people, be active, help them, make videos, write blogs. That is really important. And I would completely agree with some of this networking thing. And especially in the GCC region, it's very important that
Exactly.
people give a lot of importance to networking. They meet a lot. In Pakistan, we don't see, because in Pakistan, we don't want to help each other. We just want to fight with each other. So networking is really important. One important thing, Usama, people are asking, I don't know that how much value you can add in it. People are asking that whether the degree is required in the Saudi market or not, or just ACCA itself or ICAP is sufficient. And if the degree is required, whether OBU is okay with it, or you need that the physical university degree. So if you have any idea on it, and you can guide the people.
Sure. So, Middle East like have like you have UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. So all have different requirements. So what I remember, UAE have the degree requirement, like it's mandatory to have a bachelor's degree in UAE. But in KSA, when I joined Deloitte in 2023, there is no requirement for degree. So what I have done, I attested my ACCA membership from the UK Saudi Embassy, and that's it. And for the ICAP, they just need a CAF qualifications, or because it's equivalent to the SOC. So as far as I know, like there is no requirement for degree in KSA right now, but maybe double check with your agent because they are well aware with the new regulations. And the second thing regarding the OBU, in Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, they don't recognize OBU because they think this is the distant learning program. Like this is not your direct qualification, this is the distant learning program. OBU can have a benefits in your learning and maybe outside Middle East region, but not in the Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. So in Saudi, yes, you specifically referred this thing that they need some degree program from the university thing. Now, when I see here in UAE, I believe that it's acceptable here in the market. But in Saudi, I think for the SOPA equivalence also, they require that you need to have some recognized university program where you have been in person. Okay. So now there are some more questions coming. Would you recommend giving? Okay, now one thing Osama has already referred that, sir, uh, due to the ongoing Saudiization policy, so would you still recommend going to GCC regions such as Qatar, UAE, Oman? See here, first thing I would like to add something. Irrespective of how much nationalization happens, it's completely normal. It's currently happening in US also. Like Donald Trump is doing nationalization in US also in terms of the HR, in terms of the employees. There will always be a small slot for foreigners, like 20%, 30%. So you need to be in that 20, 30%. If you are an experienced professional, your job is always secure. If you are creating value for the organization will always keep you. But the point they feel that you are not creating the value, you are done with it. Still, you go to Saudi market, you see a lot of Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi working there. So yes, because they are creating value, they are at those positions of impact creating levels. Now, one important question, Osama, hot question for nowadays, that AI is coming, technology is coming, how it is impacting our profession. And when you are in Saudi, and they are very into adopting this technology, like this Middle East region want to get everything very fast. So they are obviously adopting technology in a very fast pace. So what is your opinion that how this AI technology is affecting the profession, and how you recommend people that they should be dealing with this thing, how they should train themselves to secure their job?
So basically, I don't think so. Like any country in the world, like spending more than the Middle East market, like especially Saudi Arabia, they're too much in the AI stuff and things because they have the world best, you can say world best tax portal, which is Zarka portal.
Yeah.
So mainly what they are doing, they are spending too much in AI and stuff like other software, or especially like big four firms, they have their own tools. Like some in Deloitte, we have Genie and PRD. So they are creating such tools to facilitate their professionals to like if some job required 2 hours, so these AI tools will help you get this job done in 30 minutes or 1 hour. So still they are like are developing this kind of tools, and hopefully like maybe in 5 6 years like there will be tools like that can replace at least junior level positions like data punching, something like they can make a boot like you don't need to put numbers in the system. You just need to upload the file and file will upload in the portal and different things.
Here, I will completely agree with Osama, and I always say that only human beings which won't be replaced by AI are those human beings who will learn to use AI, who will use AI as a complement to them rather than looking AI as a competitor. If you look technology as a competitor, you are done because technology will replace you. But if you see technology as something which will assist you in your job, as something which will create value for you, then AI won't be able to replace you. Like even if you are going for an audit level position or going for an accounting level position, learn these AI skill. learn them to make your job easy rather than fighting with them that no, I will not learn AI. It will replace me, so I will just keep it away from myself. And one day AI will obviously kill your job. So yes, going for AI and technology tool, it's really important and it is really helpful for you to excel in your career. Okay. So now looking at some more questions. Okay. Okay, one student has asked that so whether ACC is recognized in US market or not. Yes, it is recognized for this. Someday we'll be having session with Sir Suman, so he will give you very good advice on it. ACC is recognized in US, but obviously in US market, CPA is more followed because USA still follows its own accounting gap. It's generally accepted accounting principles, whereas in ACC we study IS and IFRS. Now, one question, Osama. Is experience with Big Four necessary to get job in Saudi market? Yes, he has already answered that. Yes, that's really important. Second, the student is asked that whether the membership of SOCPA is necessary or without it also people can excel.
It's depend on the IKAMA. For me, like I have accountant IKAMA, so it's mandatory to have SOCPA membership, which is called like associate SOCPA membership. But maybe other profession like financial analyst and HR marketing, maybe there's no need for the SOCPA. But for this, you need to be connect with some relevant guy who's expert in this matter.
I think this SOCPA thing will be necessary if someone want to go for external audit thing.
Yeah, if you have accountant IKAMA and auditors in the financial analyst, I think.
Okay, now one guy stated that, sir, when you say soft skill, can you list them out? Obviously, you can use a chat GPT. That's a very good advisor in this area, but still, if I refer them, work on your communication. Like you should be able to communicate confidently. Your skill to bargain. That is very important when you go at the interview table and you are bargaining a salary. It's not just the employer want to pay you a low salary. He's also testing that whether you will be able to bargain on behalf of the company in a good manner or not. So your communication, your bargaining, your dressing, your presentation skill. So yes, these things are really important. Okay. Now, uh, sir, I'm in ECC part qualified with in Africa with less than a year experience. What are the requirements to move to Middle East? See, it's same for everyone. If you want to go for the Middle East market, try to get experience in at least Big Ten firms. Spend some time in your local home country, 2 years, 3 years, and then switching to that is very important. Now, one very important question, Osama. I think you are from Karachi.
Yes, sir.
I'm from Karachi, and a lot of people we interact because we are the Karachi guys. And one thing which we get as a blessing was that we were born in a big city, like those born in Karachi, Lahore, or in India, those born in Delhi or Bombay. So that blessing is that we have big four firms in our cities. We have big four firms in our country. But when I went to some cities where people are doing ACs, or especially when I went to Nepal, I found that there was no big four firm there. So now, what is your advice to those people who don't have that big four firm in their country, in their city? So, what is your advice that now is it necessary that they relocate first? Because obviously, if they relocate and go to another country, they won't be getting direct job in Big Four. So, what do you advise to them that waiting for Big Four thing is very much important, or going for a smaller firm or going for MNC is also acceptable? What do you say on it?
Sir, as per my experience, like if you don't have the opportunity to work in Big Four firm, like you said, like in your city or your country, there is no Big Four. So at least go for good local firms. Like you can gain some experience, and you once you get the opportunity to work in other cities, so you can apply in Big Four firm. So there's not a showstopper for you or everyone, because in top 10 firms or even every firm, like they have the same concept, working standard. But in Big Four, of course, like they are Big Fours, they have tools, they have practices, they have the cases where they have deal the multiple multi-giants groups, so they have the knowledge. That's why everyone prefer to Big Four. And other thing is like Big Four, like they have a network in every country, so they are following the same procedures, same risk procedures, same standards. So that's why the companies prefer to have audit or advisory from the Big Four, because so the standard is same everywhere in the other countries.
Okay. Now, one important thing which a student has asked that, sir, Do we need to be proficient in Arabic also to get a job in Middle East, or knowing English is sufficient? Obviously, knowing English is sufficient, but I have seen people who learned Arabic and they get a very good benefit of it. So if you can learn a language, yes, that's very much beneficial. What's your opinion on it, Osama? If someone learns Arabic while he comes to Saudi, is it really beneficial or it's just okay?
No, of course, sir. It's advantages like if you have bilingual and if you learn if you are coming to the Middle East market and you know the Arabics, like not no Arabic like you know professional Arabic like how to write, how to speak. Then of course you have a benefits like you can deal with the authorities, you can have meetings with the authorities directly, because in KSA Saudi Arabia the preferred language is the national language is Arabic, and so the preferred language is Arabic as well. Like if you need to submit anything to the authorities, it should be in the Arabic document.
Even in UAE also, I feel that even though they encourage English a lot, but still, if those who know Arabic, they have a very good opportunity to excel among the locals. Now, one question we have answered it, but I want to repeat this thing. Sir, no one want to hire freshie. No one want to hire freshie. All of them want experienced people. So how will we get the job? Because when we go for a job, they say that bring experience. So from where to get an experience? So see, Manur, it's always a journey. You always start from the beginning. So while you are getting your first job, don't be a chooser, don't be a selector. Just go for it, what you are getting. Get some experience. And I always say that for your starting jobs, don't look for salary also. Even if you will, if even if you have to pay them a salary, pay it. Okay. Rather than taking a salary, because they are giving you that exposure, that experience, which is the most important thing. So at the start of your journey, don't go for big jobs. Just start it. Like if you look at Usama journey, he was done with foundation, he started training at a firm. Okay. Obviously, Usama, if you can name that firm, which firm was it when you were done with the foundation? If you can just name the organizations where you work and at what levels, so that I want
Uh,
that this student to
sure.
understand.
So starting, I worked 6 months internal audit in PwC, which is AFF in Pakistan. Then I moved to Mizan Bank as an internal auditor, ACCA training program. Then I joined Agro Fertilizer. Then I realized I need to move to Deloitte. Then I moved Deloitte Pakistan as a business tax consultant. Then I moved to Lucky Textile. Then EY Rapid, which is the back office of the EY MENA. Then I joined Deloitte, Saudi Arabia. Now I am working as assistant manager in Deloitte.
So you have to start at some level, yeah, and you have to be open for the opportunities. Apply for the jobs, use LinkedIn, make your profile look like that, okay, you are an accounting professional. Okay, so that's very important, and don't get demotivated. There are a lot of jobs nowadays. So sir, is it easy to get job for a fresh ACC in Saudi for local ikama holder? See, I believe that if you already have a ikama there, then yes, you have a very different position as compared to those who are coming from other country. What is your opinion on this, Usama? If someone is already living in Saudi and he already has an ikama, so for them, finding a job is easier or it's difficult?
As per my experience, what I've seen, my some relatives living there, they have already have a karma. I think it's little bit challenging because in they have the Saudinization right now, so they have some program for their locals like the Dara program and other programs. So they preferred their fresh qualified bachelors to have this opportunity. But I don't think so. This is the showstopper. Maybe anyone can find the opportunity in some organizations. Like I have seen some people, they are working in some small internal audit firms as a fresher, but they should need to be have some qualification like ACCA and CIA.
So, yes, if you are a local Akama holder, you obviously have a better opportunity. But yes, directly Big Four is a bit difficult. Have some experience, work for some time being, and then obviously going for Big Four would be much easier for you. So we have tried to answer a lot of queries. Let me see if, sir, is it necessary for chartered accountants to do AI courses? Yes, learning AI is obviously beneficial, and you can find a lot of free courses online also. Like very good universities offer such programs, which you can join and you can go for them. We have one esteemed firm partner, Mr. Kashif Jahangir, also with us. So, if Kashif, can you just drop me a message on chat? I want that if you can also give some piece of advice to our audience, so that will be very much great. Osama, is he in the in the meeting?
I don't think, but he dropped a message, so it's a great thing. Like it's a
If he
message
can,
coming from him.
yeah, yeah, if he can share his experience also, that will be great. Okay. So should I do SAP software after ACCA? Yes, if you learn these accounting softwares, that's obviously great in your journey. So now, coming towards conclusion of the session, I have tried to deal with a lot of queries also. One last thing, Usama. Tomorrow is the result day for ACCA students. A big day, obviously. If you were a student, you would know that the one of the difficult mornings which we get, and the first message we see that whether it's a pass or a fail. So, what advice you would be giving to those for tomorrow who will be passing the exam? Obviously, for them, it's an easy advice, but for those who will not be successful, so what your advice will be to them that what should keep them motivated or what should be their journey ahead? So, your some comment on that will be really useful.
So, sir, like it's I can answer on this. Like I failed like P6, P7 multiple times, so I have the most experience in this thing. So, I think sometimes you need to work smart, not work hard. So, and be passionate about something, and you need to be have passions. Like if you are getting failed like one time, two time, three times, so it's not a showstopper. Just continue, see your long term goal. Like you need to like if someone have qualified 12 papers of ACCA and just two or three papers left, so it means you can do. So just give more time to your papers and try to connect with someone who experienced the same issue, and then he passed. So because some of the time we are ignoring some things, like you can just go to the past papers, examiners answers. You can see like you missed this thing in the exam. So let's suppose in P7, I remember you need to attempt 100% paper so to get passed. If you attempt 75% paper, so hopefully you will get 49 marks. So this is not a showstopper for everyone. Like motivate yourself. So if you pass 12 or 13 exams, then one is not the big deal.
Yeah, that's very important thing that yes, if you have passed a lot of papers, obviously you can do this also. One student has asked this multiple times, sir, is University of London valued by employer? Yes, it's a graduate degree program and it is valued. Currently, ACCA's UL program is new, so you cannot find its graduates. But when you talk about University of London itself, it is one of the top 10 universities in the world. So, yes, it's a great university. There is no point that universities don't value it. And Muhammad Abdullah has asked, sir, can you get Big Four internship in KSA while being ACCA part qualified? Abdullah, we have answered it a lot of time that normally when you go for abroad, KSA or GCC, you need to have some experience in your own local country. And it's difficult to get a job while you are a part qualified. Once you complete the qualification, you have 3 to 4 year experience in your home country, then obviously you become an attractive candidate. Okay. So, coming towards the conclusion of the session, we have tried to answer a lot of queries to you guys. And if I just conclude the things, be motivated in your journey. Don't lose hope. Add one decision of motivation that, okay, I will give it a try again. That one decision will be life changer in your thing. Like if you leave the qualification, you will not see Usama Ayaz Khan in front of you, who is a Zakat expert in Deloitte, in Saudi, such a good career. If he would have left the qualification in between, obviously he wouldn't be standing there where he is currently. So always remember that don't leave the journey. Your one decision of motivation will have a great impact on your life. Second, go for good mentoring, as Usama highlighted. Always take advice from the right people. And don't feel shy in taking advice. Go to people, talk to them, and believe me, people love to help others. Okay. And while taking advice, always try that you take advice from the right people, from your ideals, and your ideals are right. Okay. And tomorrow is the result day, so don't get demotivated. Even if you get a bad result, it's just part of a journey. One last thing, Usama, one last piece of advice which you want to give to our audience, and then we'll be signing it off. Usama, I think you need to unmute or yourself. Yeah,
Yeah. Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Sure. So, sir, I'm working in Deloitte KSA. So, someone asked, like, how is the GCC market, especially the Saudi Arabia? So, Saudi Arabia market is growing very fast as compared to other regions. Like, they have the visions, 2030 visions. And upcoming years, like, they have the FIFA World Cup and they have the plan to have first WWE fight in Saudi Arabia. So, they have the wonderful opportunities here for everyone. Like, if it's from engineering background, CA, CCA background. So, there are a lot of opportunities. Plus, like in Saudi Arabia, they are opening their back offices in Pakistan. So I think Deloitte, of course, Deloitte have a back office in Pakistan for the accounting, external audit, and tax and everything. And other firms, they are also opening their back office in Pakistan. They are paying very good salaries, and they have the same standard of learning the one we have in Saudi Arabia. So it's a good opportunity to move Saudi Arabia and even to work in the back office as well. So if you're working in the back office, so you will have a chance to come Saudi Arabia directly because they prefer to someone have from their back office who have the similar skills, similar knowledge.
Yeah, I will completely agree. And here I have seen these things that those working in EY MENA region, that their back office function, which is going on in Pakistan, they had great opportunities to move abroad. So thank you everyone for giving your time, and thank you Osama for giving out time on your working day, obviously. So and we planned this session of 20 minutes, but now it has been around more than 50 minutes. So it was an interesting discussion with you, and it's always good to guide people. So if any of the query, I feel a lot of questions were still left, so you guys can always ask me on my WhatsApp number. So thank you everyone for giving out time, and do follow us because we'll be having some more guidance sessions like this, these alumni sessions, which help the aspiring chartered accountants to take good decisions in their future. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.